Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Cuber, and in this video we've got an unboxing from TheCubicle.us. In here are a couple of non-WCA puzzles, and I'm super excited to open it up. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see, we've got a couple of cuboids, and this says the WitEden 2x2x6. Now if you look on this side, this one is the 2x2x5, and this one is the 2x2x6. So these are cuboids that I have wanted for a super long time. I am super excited that these have actually come out. So let's go ahead and get started with the 2x2x5. Now I described this in cubed, but this is not a true 2x2x5. This is simply their 2x2x6 that has one of the top layers cut off. So as you can see, when I do a turn like this, it's offset. I am actually quite disappointed that this is not a true 2x2x5. I've wanted one of those for a long time to be mass produced. This is my 2x2x5. I built this a long time ago. This is one of my first mods. It's really terrible, but it's really huge, and it's just very horribly made. Very hard to move. It breaks quite often. As you can see how much smaller this one is in comparison. So just imagining if this one was a real 2x2x5, it would be really cool. Unfortunately, it's not, and that's alright. So as you can see, it's a 2x2x6 with just one of the layers cut off, this one specifically. So we'll do some turning, and everything is finger trickable as always, just like with the 3x3x7. So you can do a checkerboard pattern like that, and so it'll also be able to shapeshift. Now, it seems like there's a lot of stuff coming off of this cube. When I turn the layers, there's like dust coming out of it, and like just little pieces of plastic falling out, which is kind of weird. I keep having to like brush the table off. It's really strange, but anyway. But yeah, the turning is really quite great. No complaints at all. Definitely really smooth, easily finger trickable. No problems with speed, stability, anything like that. So we're going to scramble this up later. Let's go ahead and get to the puzzle that I'm really excited for, which is the true 2x2x6. This is not any kind of cuboid or anything like that. Yeah, see how like dusty all these pieces are? There's like stuff coming off of it. That's really weird. Anyway, here it is, and this is so cool to finally be able to hold in person. I have basically wanted a 2x2x6 since the first time I saw Tony Fisher's 2x2x6, which was around the time I actually started cubing, so it's been a long time that I've wanted one. And I wanted to make one using his method, but it would have been a lot larger. This puzzle here uses normal 2x2 sized pieces, so I'm pretty sure the puzzle is 50 millimeters across, but you can see the size comparison just to the pieces of my 2x2x5. And this was made out of an original Rubik's 4x4. So also here it is next to the Rubik's 2x2x4. So if you want to see the lineup, you can kind of see how that looks. Now, there's probably a pretty good chance that I will get another one of these 2x2x6 puzzles and modify it into a 2x2x5 just to have a proper sized one, and I might even mod this one into a 2x2x4 just by cutting off this layer, just so that everything, you know, is consistent. I guess I like consistency like that, so I might do that. Anyway, I haven't actually done any turns on this 2x2x6 yet, so let's check it out. So, oh, those are pretty loud. Whoa, yeah. If you turn it quickly, these slice layers are like really loud, but we'll do a checkerboard on this one, and all these layers are going to turn the same. So yeah, no problems with finger tricking. It's super fast, really easy to finger trick all the sides, which is great. The middle one actually is a little bit stiff, but it's not that bad. And then this one, of course, will shapeshift, so we can do that, and you kind of make like this star pattern, which looks kind of cool. So now what I want to do is scramble up both of these puzzles so we can see what they look like. So we'll go ahead and start with this one. So I'm quite sure that in order to scramble these top two layers, you actually have to basically do algorithms that will switch pieces around. So for example, I would do like a T-perm. Oops. Like that, and then turn these layers like that, and then I do like a Y perm. And that's really the only two algorithms I think you could conceivably do on a puzzle like this, because there's so few pieces. And those are the only ways you can really switch corners, is diagonally and adjacently. So now those layers are basically scrambled. So now we can start kind of scrambling up this 2x2x3 section here. And then we can start jumbling it or shape-shifting it. And these puzzles don't really get all that shape-shifted, so maybe something like that is about as much as you can do. And there you go. There's the 2x2x5 cuboid. That's what I'm going to call it, because it's not a true cuboid. So there you go. Now let's scramble up the 2x2x6. This one we can just scramble up normally. And this one I'll solve in the video as well, because it's a super simple solve. So this puzzle also opens up a lot of modification possibilities. The ones that instantly come to mind are a proper 2x2x5 like I talked about earlier, which would be condensing down the puzzle by connecting these two layers together. Another thing you could do is extend the puzzle outwards and create a 2x2x7, which is something that I just might do. So there we go. There's the scrambled 2x2x6 and 2x2x5. So let's go ahead and give this one a solve. This should be pretty quick. So we'll go ahead and get it back to solve state. There we go. Now I guess this will be white since all of the white pieces are on top. I don't think it really matters, but let's just say that this is white. We should be able to actually just cycle around a lot of these pieces to get most of the bottom layer done. Yep. And then we can insert this last one in. So there we go. There's this layer solved. That's pretty easy. These 2x2x(n) cuboids are really just almost trivial for solving because of how few pieces they are. Let's start building outward. This corner goes down here. Then the other red corner goes here, so red and green, which is not that one. It's actually this one. So let's take it out. Yeah, the turning on this puzzle is fantastic. No problems, no complaints at all. There we go. And this side is going to be white, actually, so we'll flip it over just to make it easier. Well, there we go. Now I just got this parity. Oops. Have I lost my place in my algorithm? What have I done now? There you go. Alright, finally solved. Real quick, I want to see if I can get this thing solved. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard, so I just want to try it. So I've gotten it down to this point where just these two corners need to switch, and I have an idea of how to do it. So I think we can do an adjacent corner swap, and then align these layers like that, and then do another adjacent corner swap. Yep, got it. Alright, this one's not too bad either. So yeah, both of these, pretty fun puzzles, really easy. I do definitely like this one more. This one I got just kind of to show you guys and to let you guys know that if you are buying this puzzle thinking you'll be getting a genuine 2x2x5, you're not. It's an offset 2x2x6. 2x2x5 cuboid is really what it should be called. So if you guys would like to purchase either of these puzzles, the links to both will be in the description. Thanks to TheCubicle for making this video possible. Links to all of my social media and my Patreon are down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.